what's up guys? JG, Garza Gang Adventures, and we got a super cool video for you guys today. The reason it's so cool is we're so far from home. Right now, see that backdrop? That's Yuma, Arizona. We're about 2,000 miles away from home. Other side of the country, super top secret mission. Plans kind of got all messed up. Our original flight got canceled. We ended up having to take 3 flights today: Chicago to El Paso to Pheonix, and then finally Pheonix to Yuma, which is where we're at now. Unfortunately, it's about 6 o'clock local time, so it's a little too late for us to do what we were trying to do. So we're just gonna hang out at the hotel, have a couple beers, and tomorrow is when the real story unfolds. So definitely stay tuned this time. We got a really good video for you guys. You guys are gonna definitely wanna see this. We got some surprises and some cool stuff at play. So stay tuned. Tomorrow's where the fun starts.
The next morning.
All right, rise and shine. Friday morning, still out here on the other side of the country, Yuma, Arizona. Got up, got showered, drank some coffee, and now we're about to take an Uber to our primary destination. Maybe secondary. Primary destination is gonna be back home. But before we can even think about making it back home, we need to hit our next stop. So that's what we're gonna do. Getting ready to call an Uber, head over there, pick up the video, show you guys the surprise. Let's go.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, well, we made it to our final destination in our cross-country road trip. We finally got to the actual surprise and the cool part of the video. Took a little bit of time kind of working through everything, but now it's time to show you guys the surprise. So here is the exact reason we traveled across the country. That right there is a 2005 Country Coach Inspire 36-footer. This thing's got a 400 horsepower Cat diesel engine, 10K hitch, brake controller. It'd be perfect for towing the trailer with. Super, super excited about this. Paint's in really good shape. Let's check out the inside.
In the sand area.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This thing is absolutely beautiful. We've been shopping for RVs for years. Super, super cool to actually get this. Man, I cannot wait to hit the open road in this thing, which we're about to do. We got a 2,000-mile road trip back home, and we're gonna be traveling in style. 400 horsepower Caterpillar engine. Come on, man. Let's go inside. Look at that. Holy crap, this thing is a quad slide. I swear this is literally like an apartment on wheels. Both of these slides open up right here. That's a full-length slide. Same over here. Got a nice little recliner. You got a nice couch over here. It goes into a bed, little dinette. These country coaches are getting super, super hard to find. These are really high quality coaches. All the cabinetry in here is cherry wood. It's all real wood. Got a nice flat screen up in the front. Nice little cockpit area, which I'll be sitting there in about 30 minutes or so. Huge windshield. Man, super, super excited. Cannot wait to get this thing out on some camping trips. First, we gotta make it home. But look at this. You got all your controls right here. The crapper. Now, if you guys watched our last video with us camping out of the bus, I hope you understand why I'm so excited about this, because we have no bathroom in the bus. Having an actual functioning crapper, man, holy crap. Awesome. Awesome. Nice little shower. The shower and the crapper do have skylights up in the top. We're out here in Arizona, so she has these all blocked out just to keep the heat and the sun out. Try to keep it a little bit cooler in here. But yeah. On the back bedroom, this is a diesel pusher, so that 400 horsepower Caterpillar engine is actually right down there. Super roomy bedroom back here. There's also 2 slides in the back. Cool thing about this is even when the slides are in, you could still come back here and be able to sleep in the bed. You got a nice little TV up in the front, or yeah, up on the wall, and then a full closet there. It does have washer and dryer hookups, but there is not a washer and dryer in it. Not quite sure if that's something we're gonna add or if we just kind of keep it for the storage. But that's it, guys. Super, super excited. That was our secret top mission, our top secret mission. I said that a little bit backwards. Now we're just waiting for the wire transfer to finalize, and we're gonna hit the road. I'm up first driving. Looks like Pops forgot his glasses, so Never drove anything this big, but I got plenty of seat time in the bus, so it should be okay. So that's it. That's our big surprise. Just got to make it home. We got Pops' new country coach, Inspire. Pops, you excited?
I am. It'll be awesome.
Heck yeah. So now we have the fun task of a 2,000-mile road trip back to Indiana. Right now we're a little bit out of Phoenix. Been on the road for 102 miles. Just stopped for our first fuel up. Got some food in us. Now we're gonna take off. This thing's like a semi, so we're gonna put on the brake.
Fun trip.
Yes, it is. Parking brake off. Put it into drive with that Allison trans. And we're ready to go. Can I get out that way? Probably, right? Yeah. Steps are up, okay.
Yeah, this is riding in comfort.
Dude, this is awesome. This is how traveling is supposed to be. All right, we got just under a full tank.
Recalculation. Now turn left onto West Yuma Street.
A little bit of a line getting out of here. So we flew all the way out to Yuma, Arizona to pick this bad boy up. These country coaches are getting harder and harder to find. Top notch. Got this thing with 54,000 miles. Not even broken in yet.
In great shape, very clean.
Solid.
All right, back on the road.
Yep. 1,841 miles. You know what's funny? I honestly think that this thing is not at all like as hard to drive as I thought it would be. It's just big. You know? And I mean, that's the thing. I think it's just, you just go slow. But it's fine.
It's wide.
It's wide. You just gotta watch your mirrors. As long as I can watch this side and see this edge and that edge, it's fine. Just make sure you're within the lines. You got the backup camera to watch the stuff behind you. First time in Arizona, man. This state is beautiful.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's super cool.
A lot of mountains around here.
The lady Debbie that we picked it up from took us and showed us the sand dunes over there.
Imperial sand.
Imperial sand dunes, yeah, that looked awesome. Definitely want to come back here with the Talon and the Can-Am and rip it. All right, so we're hopping back on the highway. We're now on 8 East and 1,900 miles to go because we switched the route. No big deal. All right, guys, we're gonna stop recording. We'll pick back up once we get to another state or we find something cool. All right, well, we are now 641 miles into our trip. We made it all the way through Arizona, and we're in New Mexico now, heading northeast, making our way back home. Today's the interesting day. Got a lot of ground to cover. We are, let's see, 1,344 miles from home. But we're also trying to work our way around a winter storm warning. What did it say, Dad? It was like 4 to 6 inches for New Mexico?
Yeah, 3 to 6 inches, unless you're up in the mountains where it's 6 to 12.
Woo-hoo. So we keep passing cars with a bunch of snow on the hood. Haven't hit anything yet. We've been pretty lucky. Hopefully we can stay on the outskirts and avoid everything.
Yeah, not seeing any snow yet.
No. And honestly, so far so good, man. This thing rides like a Cadillac. I am so impressed with the way this thing handles. It's so awesome. The cockpit of this thing is absolutely amazing. Just the view out of the front windshield. This is how you travel. We've been driving for hours and I'm not even bothered by it. Super, super cool. We stopped at this rest stop last night. It was a scenic overlook rest stop somewhere in Arizona. Super, super convenient. We literally pulled up, fired up the generator, turned on the furnace, went to bed, slept nice and comfy, slept for about 5 hours, got back up and back at it. So that's it. We got this.
Got a long way to go.
Got a long way to go. But we'll get there slowly but surely, and at least we're riding in style. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We're in New Mexico. Maybe we'll record another clip in the next state we get to, or again, if we get into anything fun. Well, remember when I said we were going to avoid the severe weather? Let me show you how that's going. We didn't avoid shit. We're stuck in a blizzard in New Mexico. Never in a million years would I have thought we'd literally be stuck in a blizzard in New Mexico. It's 49 degrees at home, and it's 25 degrees here in a blizzard. Not quite sure how that happened. I don't really know if the storm shifted. I honestly don't know. I don't know if we screwed up. We were trying to stay out of the severe weather with the tornadoes and stuff that was more east. So we figured we'd come this way. I don't know. Honestly, maybe tornadoes would have been better. This is pretty wild. So we were cruising. We were doing pretty well. But we had to slow down. I mean, it's coming down. So we were doing like 20 miles an hour. We decided, hey, you know what? Let's screw this. Let's pull off and play it safe, which was probably a smart thing to do because there's a whole lot of other RVs in here. Here comes Pops. You good? Oh, shit. So yeah, I don't really know. We're just gonna kind of post up here for a little bit. I gotta check the weather. When we were driving, it said winter storm warning till 6 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock now. That's not good. So I just turned the furnace on. We got the gen running. We have water in the water tank, so I'm worried about that freezing. I don't really know. There's not really much we could do other than wait it out, try to hope for the best. But I guess the cool thing is at least we can wait it out in style. We're not just sitting in a car, sitting in a truck stop, but I'm not driving in this crap. So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update because I talked all my smack about avoiding the winter storm, and it's just not happening. So whatever. At the same time, it's like whatever. We really haven't been able to have time to check out the RV other than going over everything when we bought it to make sure nothing was damaged. So now I think I'm going to turn on this TV. See what the surround sound is like. Nothing else to do. Let's do it. All right, we are now on day 4 of Operation Country Coach. Flew all the way out to Arizona, made it all the way to California, battled all kinds of severe winter storms, got stuck in a storm in New Mexico, Texas, had to stop in Texas last night. Running really behind schedule, but that's all right, because we got Pops' new Country Coach.
Yep.
About to hit the road. Well, it's been a long couple days, but now we are 9 hours, 46 minutes away from home.
This is day 4.
Day 4. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's hop on 44 East. Get our butts home, huh, Pops?
I'm ready.
What do you think about the new coach?
I think it's awesome.
This thing's pretty sweet. Can't wait to take.
Cool. Get it home, clean it up.
Heck yeah.
Start planning some trips.
Yup. This 400 horsepower cat engine is awesome. I'll tell you what, after driving that bus for so long, this thing is crazy.
Once you get it on the road, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, it is. It's super quiet. And the bus, you can't even hold a I think I adjusted that mirror too much. The bus, you can't even hold a conversation. This thing, you can actually talk. Yeah, I sure did. Oh well. Alright, so we are going 44 East to Joplin. Man, let's talk about those storms. Those storms are pretty wild, huh?
Nuts.
We left, we stopped at that big Texan steak ranch yesterday, got a nice dinner. The plan was to try to let the storm kind of pass through, but I don't think that worked the way I intended it to. I think we ended up getting caught in it. So we started driving, figured, oh well, we'd figure it out, but it didn't work as well as I had thought.
Well, we got some rest last night. Got up this morning, hit the road again.
Yeah, we stopped. It was probably 10:15, 10:30 by the time we stopped. It was probably 12:30 by the time I fell asleep. Got up at 5, we're back at it again. Original plan was to be home by Saturday night. Now we're gonna be home late Sunday night, probably 9, 10 o'clock. But oh well, as long as we get home safe, we're good. That's the biggest thing, is we kept trying to rush last night. We're trying to fight our way through the snowstorm. The wipers, everything about this country coach is really, really sweet, but I'll tell you one thing, the wipers suck. We got to make some adjustments or something. The blades are old, number one.
There's little holes in there. I think they didn't put the stops back in.
You're right. Yeah, now that they're like that, I see it.
Probably little clips on both sides of that blade that keep it apart.
Yeah, you're right. I see that. Because they got to be able to pivot somewhat, but what happens, we were having snow slide down in the windshield, and then it would cock them.
The blades would go horizontal.
And then they weren't wiping at all. So it seemed like it was either cleaning Pops' side of the windshield really well or my side, and that was about it. Oh, you know what? That top mirror is perfect now, though. The top mirror, I can see the cars. And then this mirror, okay, that works. Probably should have checked that before I pulled out, but oh well. So 9 hours, 45 minutes, we'll be home.
What's your arrival time?
8:36. So we'll have to stop for fuel one more time. So it'll probably be 9 o'clock. We'll get in and out for fuel. Probably be 9 o'clock. Get this bad boy home and go over everything. We were trying to be able to watch TV last night. I spent about an hour trying to figure out the TV and finally gave up. There are a couple little odds and ends things we're gonna have to go over. The back furnace doesn't seem to be working. The wipers we gotta mess with. What else did we say?
Front furnace works great.
Front furnace works great.
Really nice.
Yeah. That snowstorm in New Mexico was pretty wild. That we went to go leave. I'd shut the RV down. Temperatures were about 22 degrees. We had finally cleared up 4 hours later. We went to go start the RV, and I accidentally hit the air dump switch, which lowered the suspension, and then we weren't building air pressure back. Took us forever to figure that out. Did some quick Googling and exercised the jacks. What I suspect happened is there was water in the airlines, and there's some kind of valves in there. Once we did the leveling jacks, it opened up those valves and freed up whatever was stuck. Once we did that, then it built up pressure and everything was good. But it was pretty nerve-wracking sitting there trying to figure it out.
Yeah, that was a close one.
That was close.
We're going to have to call a mechanic or get a tow or something.
Something. Because the suspension was completely bottomed out. We weren't building air pressure.
Is this the Mississippi River?
I'm not sure.
It is. It's pretty dry.
I'm not sure.
Look on the map.
Yeah. Yeah, that was super dry if it is.
As long as it's really wide, but
Yeah.
water level's really low.
Let's see how long it takes us. Just stopped for breakfast at the Waffle House. Got some good food in us.
Got some coffee, most importantly.
Yep, and I got a monster for the road. So now we're gonna cruise, make our way back home, get this thing in the driveway, and try to figure out if I'm going to work tomorrow. Probably not. right, Dad, that was one heck of an adventure, but I gotta be honest, I'm pretty happy that it's coming to an end.
Yeah, I'm ready to get home.
Dude, I'm really digging the new Cars A RV. I'm really, really looking forward to a hot shower in my bed.
Yeah, well, we've been driving 3 days. It's been fun, but I'm ready to get home.
3 solid days, pretty much. We left Debbie's house in Yuma, Arizona at 1:30 on Friday. Drove till what, midnight?
Yeah, about that.
Midnight, maybe a little after.
Yeah.
Slept till 5. Got back up, finished making our way through Arizona. And then that night, we drove. What time did we stop that night?
It's about 11, but we ran into that weather.
That was it. We hit the storm in New Mexico.
Yeah, New Mexico.
Right.
We got through Arizona, but we got stuck in New Mexico.
Right. And then we stopped that night at like 11. Same thing. Got back up at 5 and got caught in another winter storm.
Yeah, and this thing handles nice, but there's no driving when the roads get icy, and they got icy. There was probably about an inch of ice on the highway, so it's like, yeah, it's time to pull over.
I really, really wish I would have got some footage of driving through that blizzard, because that would have made for a really cool YouTube video, but that was the last thing I was thinking about in that instance, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, there was semis upon semis in the ditches, cars in the ditches. It got ugly.
It got scary, man. It really did. It really was like, all right, in the name of safety, we have to pull over.
Well, and everybody was thinking the same thing, because we pulled into the gas station and it was just full.
100%. There was nowhere to park.
Yeah.
It was that bad. People were stuck everywhere. The weather definitely screwed us. I feel like we stepped out on the wrong foot to begin with. Our flight got canceled. Instead of 1 layover, we had 2 layovers. Then the weather just worked against us the entire time.
But today it's been on our side all day. Got up this morning and it's been sunny, clear roads, good travel day.
Got the old girl up to 70 today, which is the fastest we've gone the entire time. She cruises, man.
Yeah, she rides real nice.
Really good.
Nice and smooth.
This air suspension is awesome.
Yeah.
This is the first Class A I've ever driven. Obviously, we got the Adventure Bus, but this is nothing like the Adventure Bus. But I gotta say, I really like it.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
It is. It's super
quiet. It's
comfortable.
quiet.
It is.
When you're sitting up here, it's quiet.
But overall, I feel like everything was worth it. We got the country coach. Now, we gotta figure out where we're gonna take this bad boy.
Yeah, I gotta plan some trips.
What do you think, just off the top of your head? Where's the kind of places you wanna go?
I don't know, we gotta break her in locally, I think. A couple of local trips, camping for like weekends and stuff. Get it all situated and outfitted with what we need for the longer trips. So, a couple of short trips first, and then, I don't know, maybe out west somewhere. Long trip out west, or Colorado, back to the mountains in Colorado.
Probably a first weekend trip, maybe go to the dunes close to the house.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a really cool national park. I've been wanting to camp there for years. We never have. We live right by it.
Yeah, and it's nice from what they say.
The Badlands next May. That's somewhere
Badlands
close.
is cool, yeah.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
Definitely. We'll go down to the Badlands and roll in there in style. And then, yeah, I mean, honestly, I really, really want to go back out west. That was my first time ever seeing Arizona, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was really cool. I've got a good friend that lives in Arizona, and is constantly telling me how nice it is, but seeing it firsthand 100% changed my mind. When we first went there, the first day when we bought it, she took us out where Glamis is, and what was the other dunes? What did she call that?
Imperial Sand Dunes.
Imperial Sand Dunes.
Yeah.
That place looked cool. But not even riding. I want to go like camping too, right?
Well, Debbie was from Northern California, and she had this rig for a bunch of years, and they drove it around. But she said her favorite spot to visit was Sedona, Arizona.
Sedona.
Yeah, she said it was beautiful.
Which is what my good friend Chad said as well. He said it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so that might be a place to see.
So what's cool about that is the way Chad described it was like dispersed camping, which is similar to what we saw the guys doing at the dunes.
Yeah.
Where it's not necessarily like a campground like we're used to. It's dispersed camping where you just kind of set up camp. But the cool thing about this bad boy is that actually allows us to do that.
Yeah.
We got everything we need on board. We got the generator, water tanks, all that good stuff. You could really do camping like that for extended periods of time and be fine.
Yeah, it'd be cool to outfit it with some solar panels later on.
Yeah, we definitely got to do that.
We could do it right now with what we got for sure.
For sure. I definitely
The
think
generator
long-term-
ran all night, every night. It's quiet. You can't even hear the thing running.
Yeah, I really like the fact the generator's in the front. And even when I slept on the couch, I barely heard it. So you didn't. There's no way you heard it in the back.
No, I didn't hear it in the back, and I slept on the couch too. I didn't hear the generator.
See?
Yeah, it's quiet.
No, I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to get this thing out on some road trips. We got a lot to learn, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got to go through it and figure out how to operate everything, but that shouldn't take long.
No, not really. You know, it's just kind of trial and error too. And that user manual, like, dude, that's like a binder. That was crazy.
Yeah, well, it's got like 50 switches everywhere. You just got to figure out what each one of them does.
Still trying to figure all that out, but we'll get there. No biggie. Definitely a lot to learn. I'm just excited about actually being able to take it out and just thinking about the different places we can go. I love getting out in nature and camping and just checking out new places. And even this road trip, honestly, I feel like it was...
This was an all business trip though. Get there and come back. We didn't really prepare for anything else other than that. But if you had time to stop and check things out, and you were prepared, it'd be much nicer. But it was, I mean, it was still fun. It was a cross-country trip.
Well, what I like, you're right. Like, we didn't get to do any camping, right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't really get to like truly enjoy the RV and check it out because we were just focused on getting back home.
Right.
But what I do like about it is, honestly, I feel like driving through, it showed me a lot that I've never seen before. Driving through Arizona, I want to go back. Missouri
was cool.
That was awesome, and that's relatively close. I really want to go there and see what's over there. I know that you were saying they have the Ozarks, you can do overlanding stuff there, whatever.
You're going to get off up here to the right, right? 55?
No.
No, go straight?
Mine says, oh yeah, yours says 55. Mine says take this all the way to 80. Should I get off should I do yours? Let's see, yours says 948, mine says 952. What do you think?
Well, you gotta, well, it's the same thing. It's just 55, right? It's not really getting off. I think it's just because it's splitting.
Oh, okay.
You're just hanging to the right.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. That's weird. That's Apple Maps?
Yeah.
That's weird how they differentiate like that. But yeah, honestly, I definitely want to go back to Missouri. That looked cool. And I don't know, I want to check out West more. We've done a lot of the East Coast. We've been to Tennessee. We've been to West Virginia, Kentucky. We've done a lot of that. Now that I saw the West Coast firsthand, I'm super interested. Even driving through New Mexico was really cool. All those little western towns and stuff. I don't know. It was cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's definitely an adventure. But
well, we got the right rig for it now.
we do, man. This thing is awesome. I'm super, super excited. This thing is super cool. Just thinking about all the places we could take it to, it just gets me excited, dude. So we'll have to plan some trips. We'll start talking about where we're gonna go. Right now, I'm focused on getting home.
Yeah, we're getting close.
So that's it, guys. We just want to do a quick recap, kind of talk about the trip in general. I really wish I would have got some Blizzard video, but like I said, that was the last thing I was thinking about. I'm just happy we made it out alive. That got real sketchy real quick. It's still recording. It just goes to the timer. So that's it, guys. We're going to end the video now. We still got 3 hours. Right now, we're in the last state that we have to get through to get back to our home state, sweet home Indiana. So we went Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri,
now Illinois.
And now we're in Illinois.
To get to Indiana.
To get back to Indiana. That is one hell of a trip, dude.
Yeah, that's been fun.
It has. We're at 1,759 miles on the trip odometer, and according to my GPS, I got 221 miles to get home.
Yeah, we're getting close.
That's a trip. That was super awesome. And honestly, I feel like even though it was all business, I had a lot of fun. It was cool hanging out with my dad for 4 solid days. Things started off weird, but whatever, man. It was still fun.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been fun.
So we're going to plan some trips. I'm sure you guys will see that coming up. You're going to see much more of the new Country Coach RV. We're going to be taking this thing on all kinds of adventures. If you guys got any suggestions on where we could go, let us know. It is kind of on the bigger side, so it does somewhat limit us, but it is 36 foot also, so we still will be able to get into a lot of places. You know, it's very few that we're not gonna be able to get into.
Yeah, that's why we went with a 36 footer, so we could get it into most places.
I'm really interested to see what it's like once the trailer's hooked up to it, because it is a big girl. I don't know. I don't think that it would really change the way that I drive, to be honest, because of the way you turn. I think that the biggest thing that it's going to mean for the driver is no backing up, because you're not going to be able to see.
No, it's, just straightforward once you're pulling something.
You know?
Yeah, there's not going to be...
Yeah.
You could do it, but it would be a little tricky backing it up with the trailer, for sure.
But honestly, as far as like driving it, I don't think it's really going to change that much, because you already have to take your turn super wide.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that bad. But anyway,
Well,
you guys,
you see it all the time. People are pulling big trailers with them.
the other thing was the lady we bought this from had a 30-foot stacker trailer
That she pulled with this.
She pulled with this thing, and I think that might be something I look into. Right now with my enclosed, we can only fit the side-by-sides, which means every time we go, I can't take the boys' ATVs. We get a stacker trailer, we can put the ATVs up top, or the side-by-sides up top, ATVs, and even a golf cart underneath. That would be super cool. Pull up to a campground, we got a golf cart, and then everything to cruise around on.
That'd be awesome.
So that's it, guys. Super excited for the future. If you guys have any suggestions on where we can take this bad boy, please let me know. You got any tips on towing a giant trailer and a giant motorhome? Please let me know. Thanks for watching. Until next time.